In this video, I want to show you my development environment for Solana token projects and programs. So everything is under one project. As you can see, I called it Spark Staking because that was my original project, but generally the project might be called something more general like Spark SPRK. That's just my cryptocurrency, but it might be called Spark Development or Spark Futures. That might be a better name for the project. It's just an original name that I didn't get right. But under this project, you have programs. And as you can see right now, I have 4 programs. Like for example, a referral program, a more complex referral program like multi-tier one, a staking program, and an artist fundraising program. It's something specific that I'm building for this token because this token is to help creators and artists crowdfund, similar to Patreon but with cryptocurrency. So it's features that I'm building for that. And as you can see, for example, the staking program that I'm working on, it has a source directory, and inside that is the library with all the functions. And the programs are in the same project. This is what I want to show you. And what I want to show you is the structure. So you see it's under one project. The programs are under this project, but each program has a different code base, different cargo.toml. This is the configuration file. And then there is something a little confusing. The JavaScript script to test a lot of the functionality for these functions. Now, previously in my other software development jobs, we would have a scripts directory and we would put all the scripts there. But I asked AI, I asked ChatGPT and I asked Claude, hey, where should the scripts be, the JavaScript scripts? And surprisingly, it told me that it should be in the root level of the project. So comment in the comments of this video if you think differently, because I did as the AI suggested to me, but my instinct was to put it in a scripts folder. So that's the only thing that I did follow AI as it suggested it to me, but I don't know if I got it right, but I don't know if the AI suggested it correctly to me. So let me know where you think the script files should be. But otherwise, this is essentially the structure of your project. The most important thing is how the project is laid out relative to how each program is laid out. Now, you might ask, why are there so many programs? Because obviously to go from devnet to mainnet, in other words, go from testing to launching live programs, it costs like 1 or 2 Solana. So it's not trivial. It's a little bit expensive to launch. And especially if you have to relaunch, like fix a bug, it costs you more money. So you would think like, how about just making it all one program so that you can launch and only incur one fee? Yeah, but then if you have a more complex program, you'll just end up with more bugs, meaning more launches, more complex development time, therefore probably the same amount of money spent, but just not the right structure. So bite the bullet, create multiple different specific and simple and focused and bug-free programs and launch those one at a time. And if you want to save money, for example, like I have 4 programs, you don't have to launch all 4. You can prioritize and let's say pick 2 or 1 or 3 that you really like and you think are going to give you greatest results and rewards. And the one that you think is not going to be that interesting for your potential investors, well, if it's not that interesting, it's just not going to make enough of an impact. So not launching one is actually productive because you won't spend the time developing it or the money launching it by taking out the least productive one. So it's actually a productivity technique to not launch everything you want.